Hi, good morning. Welcome to this beautiful day. This is the day God has made, and His intention is for you to rejoice and be glad. So, put up a smile right now. Tell yourself, I am blessed. I am happy. I am joyful. I live in the place of abundance. I am rich. I have a millionaire mind. I live in plenty. I have the mind of Christ. Remember, when you use the I am word, you are speaking directly to your subconscious. And what you say to yourself is what you become. Because the words will become flesh and they will dwell among us. Very quickly, today is another day, and if you must go out, even if you are stepping into your compound, you are going to interact with one or two people, ensure that you have a face mask on. Maintain social distancing. Ensure that you wash your hands and you sanitize your hands. And more especially, please, coronavirus is real. It's not a myth, it's not a hoax, it's real. People are dying. You don't want to be caught on the wrong side. So for your sake and for your family's sake, please always have a mask. Very important. Thank you very much. All right, my name is Kevin Daniel, and today we are going to be talking about a simple question. What do you do with your time? The time and activities you spend, what you do with your time, will have an impact on what you think about. Let's say, for instance, between 8 p.m. and 10:30 p.m., you have a habit of watching movies, and you spend those 2 hours, 2 hours, 30 minutes to watch a particular movie, whatever the movie may be. It may be love and romantic, it may be warfare, it may be detective, it may be whatever. When you are done with that movie for 2 hours, 30 minutes, and you go to sleep, your mind and your subconscious will process that movie because that is what you have received before you're going to sleep. That is what you will think about. If you spend 2 hours discussing with somebody on whatever issue, it could be politics, it could be sports, it could be movies, it could be ideas, whatever it is, when you are done, that is what you will think about. If you spend 2 hours reading a book, watching a motivational, doing something that adds to value to you in whatever dimension, when you are done, that is what you will think about. So what does it mean? It means that you think about what you spend time doing. Whatever you spend your time doing is what will eventually form what you think about. So, if you spend your whole day on social media, you will think about all that you saw on social media. That is what will form your thinking. The ideas that are coming out of that place where you are is what will determine your thinking, which will determine your feelings, which will determine your actions, which will determine your results. So you need to step aside and really think, how are you spending your time, your seconds, your minutes, your hours, your days, your morning hours? What do you do? Your afternoon hours, what do you do? Your evening hours, what do you do? When you are driving home, 1 hour from your office home, what do you listen to? What do you spend the time doing while you are driving? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What are the topics you're discussing about? All these things form the times that you spend, and they determine what is going on into your mind. And what is going on into your mind is what you would think about. Remember, the inlets towards your mind are your eyes and your ears. Very, very powerful. The environment also affects as you feel, what you perceive, what you taste. But the major sensories that affect you most are what you see, what you hear. So, my question today is, what do you spend your time doing? Now, don't think that you are helpless. You can decide what you do with your time. You can. You are not helpless. You have a choice. Instead of spending 2 hours watching a movie that adds not much value to you, you can spend the same 2 hours watching another movie that adds so much value to you. You are the one deciding. Instead of spending time with a friend or somebody and probably gossiping others and talking trash for 2, 3 hours and whiling away time, you can use the same time to discuss with somebody else. For instance, if you have 2 hours with me, you know that you cannot leave me after 2 hours and not be thinking. So, who are you spending your time with? What are you doing with your time? How are you utilizing the times that you have, the days of your life? Those are the things that are forming what you are thinking. So, I want to encourage you today, change your operations, deliberately change. If you have a group of people whom you discuss with and sit down and while away time, convert that time. Because that time you are sitting down to while, whatever you are discussing, whatever you're talking about, if you're a group of boys and you sit down and you're talking about girls for the past next 3 hours, for instance, you're talking about women, or you're a group of ladies, you sit down and you're talking about boys. At the end of the day, when you leave that place, what you would think about will be based on what you discussed. You cannot be having such times and be thinking something else. No. So engage in what you want to think about. You get what I'm saying? Engage in what you want to think about. If you want to think about productivity and success, spend your time on productivity and success. If you read a book on productivity, if you read a book on success, that is what you will think about. What you think about is determine how you feel. How you feel will determine how you act, and how you act will determine your results. You don't want to waste your time this year. You want to invest your time. Properly use your time. Do things that will add value to your mind. If this is resonating with you and you're making up your mind that you no longer while away time, like this video, share it with a friend. Click on our subscription and follow us on social media. I tell you the truth, the times, your days are ticking. They are ticking. And what you are doing is adding up to what you are becoming. So if what you are becoming is not what you want, change what you're doing with your time so that you can affect your mind the more. God bless you. I will see you in the next video.